Good evening, everyone. Oh, StreamYards is still showing that faded black screen, which is bothering my eyes because it's close to the hue of my avatar. So, Hunter Avallone is a hypocrite again. His recent video is titled, "Creepy Pedo Debate Crashed by My Biggest Hater." I'd like to remind you that Hunter Avallone and Vosh are friends. Hi, Zalbla. Hunter Avallone and Vosh are friends. Hunter's still friends with the guy who said, these are his words, "I need a moral and legal reason as to why child porn should be illegal." Vosh said that while Hunter and Vosh were still friends, and Hunter stayed silent. Meanwhile, Hunter is doing, or I shouldn't say doing a video because he's not really doing a video. He is talking about some hater, quote unquote, who he's talking about some hater who talks about, he just calls him a creepy pedo. So I saw this sometime in the afternoon, and I thought, I have to stream about this later. Oh, and yeah, there were different times. Hi, Keeve. There's Keeve and Zalbla. Yay. You're fine, Keeve. I can find Vosh's quotes. So one, oh, so one of Vosh's, these are three of Vosh's quotes. It's, "I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal." When he debated Vegan Gains, he said, Vegan Gains said, "Okay, so if you were to, there's pedophiles, right, who buy child pornography. Would you say they should not be held responsible for doing that?" Bosch said yes, they should not be held responsible for doing that. And Vosh also said, when addressing someone else's question, should consuming be illegal, he said, "I think that would be yes, more legal and more ethically consistent. Yes, 100%. Those are three of Vosh's quotes. Hunter Avallone chose not to talk about any. And this isn't even the first time that Hunter Avallone talked about pedophilia since they both became friends. Hunter Avallone posted video after video exposing child predators and videos on people who enjoy cuties. However, this was the recent video that he posted. I shouldn't even call it a video. It's just from his stream, basically. Well, that's all he posts now. Creepy pedo crash, or creepy pedo debate crashed by my biggest hater, because he did the same thing to Nick Fuentes. He said, creepy Nick Fuentes defends pedophilia. This actually happened a few weeks before Hunter and Bosch were debate partners against Officer Tatum, I think. So yeah, Hunter is a major hypocrite. And if you look, that's actually a consistent ratio, just because, shoot. So yeah, because last time I checked, this had 1.3 thousand likes to 1.2 thousand dislikes. So weird that they just stay the same. This one is well received. One of the recent videos, it's not ratioed. Yeah, so basically to Hunter, it only matters if certain people are willing to. It only matters if certain people are defending pedophilia or whatever. Or if people are make creepy comments. And a lot of Hunter's sycophants, they say that he integrity over viewers, or he's they basically say those types of comments. Yet Hunter actually sacrificed integrity. His sycophants just don't want to admit it because they refuse to say something like, or they refuse to say anything negative about Bosch. There was even someone in the comment section who said, to those who say Bosch is a pedophile or something like that, they said that was a virtue signal. I don't remember. A projection, that's what they called it. I have to pull up the actual comment. I don't remember what it was. Oops. It was. Oh, scrolling too low. Where is it? I think. I just remember it was Beta Charisma. That comment is cringe. Projection. That's what I'm looking for. Projection. Title's horrible enough. I'll just have to do Control F. Control F. Did I? No, I did press Control F. Projection. Here it is. The comment is from No Face Killer. That's their name. Hey, Johnny. See if I can pull that up too. Yeah, No Face Killer says, it's clear all the vouchers of pedo comments are total projection. No, that's not projection. In fact, it's actually, because here's the other thing that I noticed about Hunter. There was a point where he would say that, for example, the black on black crime being a counter to Black Lives Matter. Um, he just said it was a virtue signal. Why don't you care about the black people in Chicago? His counter argument was that's a virtue signal. And I was thinking, yeah, I can kind of see his point. And then he said Trump holding the pride flag was a virtue signal. And I thought, is he just going to say virtue signal to everything? So basically, to No Face Killa, wherever his comment went, saying, uh, the vouchers of pedo comments are protection. Um, I could say that Hunter doing videos on creepy pedos or creepy Nick Fuentes defending pedophilia, those are virtue signals, to use Hunter's favorite words. Hey, Parody Bear. New comments, StreamYard is okay. There we go. Hey ho, let's go. Why? Because of the title, Parody Bear. Yeah. So he still uses the word hater. I said this on yesterday's stream that Hunter, he uses the word hater basically to anyone who he debates or anyone who slightly disagrees with him, I guess. I don't remember how I phrased it. I just know that he throws around the term a lot, like a BTS fanboy. Or actually, I should. Yeah, I'll just say like a sycophant celebrity fanboy. So he's still throwing around that term. I mean, I can see that there are people who don't like Hunter that well, that they just hate follow or hate watch him. Except in the recent video when he said addressing the criticism, people were actually giving him criticism, constructive criticism. I say that because even some of the people who enjoy Hunter's newer content, they say he is, or he just calls people haters. That is definitely legitimate criticism, and as you can see, Hunter's still calling people that. It's really it's sad basically. So I've come across two Chestior. Um oh, I hit send accidentally on the first one there. You're fine. Oh, I thought it said ha. It said hi. I don't know. I don't know why. Either I didn't see the I or my. I don't know. I just didn't see the I. So I guess Hunter was, yeah, like Hoi, like how a tall person says it. So I guess Hunter was talking to some YouTube account or someone who runs the name uh, Gen Z Patriot. And I've heard of this. Actually, the reason I know this account exists is because they posted stuff about Bosch, like the compilation of his comments on where Vosh says child porn should be, or basically that it shouldn't be illegal, which I guess is indirectly saying or arguing that it should be legal. Um, so I knew of this one, Hunter Avallone cowers out of the debate, and the other was we trolled at Hunter Avallone, which I just found out as I pulled this up. We trolled at Hunter Avallone and got banned from his chat. Wait, they actually got banned? That sucks. That sucks. I didn't know. Actually, I'm not surprised because a lot of these, hi, yeah, a lot of. Oh, chips ahoy, chops a high, or chops a yeah. I posted in chat. Chops a high. I'm not surprised Hunter Avallone blocks people, or he bans people from their Discord, I guess, is what I think is trying to say. These two videos are like a minute long. I guess we could take a look at them. Chaz ahoy. Cookie emoji. Chaz ahoy. Yeah, so I guess we could take a look at the two videos. To be clear, we weren't is misspelled. I was gonna say it's gonna make him look bad, except the ratio is pretty good. To be clear, we weren't actually being serious in this conversation. We're just trolling because Hunter can't handle a real debate. That's understandable too, because he doesn't seem to be able to handle debates very well, despite what his fanboys say. And we thought it would be funny. So let's take a look. Oh, I should probably have the sound on, huh? Duh. Check your sound, check your logic. And yes, that was me talking to myself. Share audio. Share audio. Gotta make sure I press that.
So who would you consider to be your opposition then?
The libtards, because I own them epically.
Are you just like trolling right now?
No, I'm not.
All right. Ban for troll.
Oh, he even said he was banning them.
He got banned for being a troll.
Hunter, you're a troll.
So I thought, like, in the Discord thing, you say that you want to talk about the censorship of the people. You also said you're a fascist. These things to me sound a lot more interesting than this, like, pseudo-intellectual philosophy thing you're trying to do here. So why don't we
No,
talk
I
about
am a
that?
fascist, though. I believe that you need to silence any
Just
political
notice
opposition,
the
because that just gets
view
in the
count
way,
is
you know.
664.
Hunter
Stuff
Avallone,
goes to
I just want to tell you something.
666.
So how would you
Don't you
silence your
want your
opposition?
probably killing them?
He looks like he's about to cry.
Is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Uh-oh. Looks like that's the end of it. So the second video is titled Hunter Avallone Cowers Out of Debate. LMAO, okay, so I got in a call with at Hunter Avallone, and I wanted to. Hunter Avallone just won out, and I wanted to debate him on how PO star N should be illegal. Obviously, porn. Of course, he has to be scared. So this is the only response to LMAO. And the ratio is also decent. This one has just under half the amount of views as the other one. Me trying to debate him.
Gen Z Patriot. Listen, dude. You there?
I'm here, I think.
Yeah, I can hear you. So, look, you're only 16. We already talked. You need to get some rest,
Oh,
okay?
I actually want to debate you on something though.
Can I ask what it is?
Oh, so that's why his fans were saying, or so that's why people in the comments were saying that Hunter, or that this kid is only 16, because I know this account is called Gen Z Patriot, and I'm gonna deflect a little bit. I seriously hate Gen Z. Yeah, they're like the most cringy generation, and Hunter Avallone's, the comments on Hunter Avallone's videos are basically probably the reason that I uh, smack talk Gen Z as much as I do is because of how often they say, um, "Oh, I used to be a conservative when I was younger," or "I had a conservative phase, anti-SJW phase. I was 16, or I remember when I was a conservative teen too." That those comments, seeing them like basically everywhere, not only in Hunter Avalon's comments, is the reason that I really don't like Gen Z as much as I do, or as much as I talk about how much I don't. You're fine, Keith.
Yeah. Why porn should be illegal?
Okay, Gen Z Patriot, please, buddy. You're only 16. It is
He didn't want to. So later, this was the only response.
definitely past your bedtime at this point. Get the fuck out of here, okay? All right.
Hunter, I know you saw the last video, so if you're watching this, I'll still debate you. I'll still debate you unless you're scared. So yeah, those were the two videos that I knew that we could take a short look at. I'll post the videos to all these in the comments. So what did you guys... What do you guys think of all this? I guess. I don't know, I feel like I have to ask. Oh, that's the other thing that before I forget about Hunter, that's the other thing, is that he debates teenagers, basically. You're fine, Keeve. You don't have to apologize for anything. So Hunter Avallone's recent video, and then Gen Z Patriots videos. And the second one. There we go. This sucks. Keeve, you're fine. Um, so I don't know. I guess Hunter's. I don't expect. Oh, I lost track of time. Minis at the zoo just started. That doesn't mean I'm gonna automatically end though. Not yet. Um, Hunter Avallone. I don't even want to say attracts. It just so happens that a lot of the people who debate Hunter are 16. I don't know how Discord debates work. I don't know how. All of it is just happenstance. And Hunter's side, they just say that these kids will grow out of it and they will become liberal or socialist or whatever later. They don't even like concentrate the age on the age the way they do in other situations, like how you can't attack Greta Thunberg because she's only 16. Milo Stewart was only 16, and now they they are concentrating on age. They're only saying that these kids are going to grow out of it. They're not saying, Hunter, you should stop attacking children because they're not consistent, because of course they're not. That's just what worries me, is that Gen Z is known for going from either SJW to conservative back to SJW reincarnate, I guess, because now people are openly Marxist, openly Stalinist, Leninist, Maoist, and yeah, they go from either that to that to that, or from conservative to Marxist. So whenever I come across any Gen Z who is right-leaning or has a reasonable outlook on life, meaning they're not left or right or even center or libertarian, they just have a reasonable uh, point of view on social issues, I always worry whenever I find out that they're Gen Z, that they're teenagers, that they're young adults, and I hate that I have to worry so much. So, that's all I had to talk about for regarding Hunter Avallone. The other thing that I got into was, and I can't believe I'm just now talking about this guy. His name is Fair and Balanced. I'm sure some of you remember him from when Ranting Monkey showed one of his videos on Monkey in the Morning, specifically about oh god, he's so ugly. It looks here. I'll scroll down a bit because so Ranting Monkey showed one of his videos about Ben Carson on his stream, and he later did a video on Fair and Balanced on the same video on Ben Carson. It was two videos. One was about Ben Carson, and the other was how Republicans wouldn't go to some Democrat events when in reality it was because they weren't invited in the first place. Yeah, so Fair and Balanced. He uploads 3 videos every Monday through Friday, 2 videos on Saturdays, and 1 on Sunday, I think. Either 1 or 2 on Sunday. So this guy is basically, he repeats CNN talking points, I guess. And one of his videos, since he never shuts up about Trump, ever, Trump's praise for insurrectionists Trump's praise for insurrectionists almost guarantees more violence in the future. So I got into arguments. You're fine, Keeve. I got into arguments because way too often Fair and Balanced cult, I'll use their terminology, his cult basically argues that Trump is Hitler, he's a Nazi, he's a Führer, he's a brown shirt, Kristallnacht. They use all these different words, and so every once in a while I decide to argue with them. And I guess we're going to go through all that now. So here's an example. Trump's praise for insurrectionist almost. So Ed Blakemore says, of course he praised them. He didn't in reality. He has his brown shirts now. Adolf Trump, says Phil Lloyd. So stupid and cringy. Supply. I basically troll because and it's basically the same reason Gen Z patriots that they troll. Cause or not the same reason, it's just a similar reason because my intention is, since these people are making incredibly ridiculous comparisons, lazy comparisons, I should also say, about Trump and Trump supporters being like the brown shirts or the Nazis or whatever 1930s German dictatorship was. Actually, no, the brown shirts were Mussolini. Whatever. It was just a murderous cult and it's just lazy because they always point to any murderous oppressive regime and they say these were just like the Nazis, or I meant they're just like Republicans. They were basically conservative. They Alright, so my comment to Ed Blakemore was the brown shirts were socialists, obviously trolling. And then I tell Phil Lloyd, Hitler was socialist. And then the Flying Welshman says, it's a clever name, by the way, because I know it's based on the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Welshman. Hitler smashes social research. And then some other guy named Nobody Knows says, dude, your ignorance of history is on full display. The Nationalsozialistische Deutsche Arbeiterparty wasn't socialist, it was National Socialist, which in Germany had a completely different context. Wise up and understand that fascism is far-right politics. Fascism is authoritative and it's not exclusive to one side. The kind of nationalism that Trump was working to implement. So I reply, socialists can be fascist, do your research to the Flying Wall. Nobody knows. I say, great, now do a paragraph on how Trump supporters are not brown shirts. And he replies, why? He's refuting. I will post my comment in chat. I forgot what it was called for a second. Hey. Oh. Ignorance of history. A foreign minute ad. Thumbs up. Fingertip. What about fingertips? Parody bear. So in the same video, someone posted, oops. All right. And in No Nas, I think is Trump has got to be Hitler reincarnate. He wishes people to say kind of Hitler was a socialist, obviously trolling. And then David Cotterill said, if that was true, neo Nazis would have voted. I Hillary irrelevance is certainly don't support Trump. They being the neo Nazis certainly don't support Trump. What pair? And oh, am I roboting? Oh, that sucks. How do I sound now? I'll have to listen to the 36-minute mark. I'm gonna post that in chat. 36-minute mark so that I know. Oops, 35. Well, if I robot who, I robot him. You don't have to ask anyone else in chat if I'm roboting. Because unless you're on the actual stream, if I'm roboting, that's when you can ask. Otherwise, it's buffering that you have to ask if that's also happening to the other people in chat. So if one person is buffering, I'll just have to take their word for it because that's just my internet. So if one person says that I'm buffering, then it's gonna buffer for everyone else. Or roboting. If one person says I'm roboting, then I have to take the word for it because then it robots for everyone else. That's just how StreamYard and Hangouts work. So yeah, going back to Shannon's comment, it's basically oxymoronic, I guess, because Trump has got to be Hitler's reincarnate. He brainwashes people. Kind of scary. The only reason this comment was posted was because of Brainworm from Fair and Balanced. So I guess Fair and Balanced is Hitler. So here's the sad part, though. The Nazis shamed and demonized anyone who had a different opinion. That's what these people are doing. They're acting like the Nazis. They're acting like the fascists. They're acting like the brown shirts. They're acting like every type of oppressive regime in the 20th century that they claim Trump is. It's hypocrisy and it's lack of self-awareness and hypocrisy on a high amount of top tier, basically. And they refuse to acknowledge it because they're the cultists that they say they're fighting against. And I think I remember there was a comment there was one comment from someone who said they were descendants of Holocaust survivors, and they said that they see similarities in Trump, and I reply to them saying something like, I don't even remember. I'm trying my best to at least paraphrase what I think I said. I remember saying that's disrespectful to people who did survive the Holocaust. And that they were using the same tactics, shaming and demonizing people who have different opinions. And I can't find the comment, so I assume that it was removed or he blocked me. Which, I can only assume he blocked me. So, yeah, I don't know. I should seriously take screenshots of these comments. Yeah, I should do what ranting does. Or I should do what ranting says he should do. Take screenshots of, well, in this case, people's comments, because ranting said that he should screenshot people's tweets so that he has them when he needs them. In this case, I needed. Oh yeah, so the final example that I have for now, I think, is yep, no accountability for the GQP. Get it, because QAnon, GOP, KKK, Nazi insurrectionist, vanilla ISIS. Oh, I forgot the term vanilla ISIS. I say the KKK were Democrats, the Nazis were socialists. They say KKK is now right-wing GQP Christian fascist since Nazi Nixon, and Hitler was also a right-wing Christian fascist. Was Hitler even Christian? I don't even know if he was religious. Because I think allegedly he was like 1/8 Jewish or something. They killed the socialists before they killed the Jews right-winger. Like I just say that I'm a right winger. Actually, yeah, they say that I'm a right winger based on my troll comments. It's all ridiculous. He was raised Catholic with skeptical. He was? Hitler was a Catholic? That's actually really. Oh my god. Because if he was Catholic, I wonder what the KKK would have thought of him. Because if you remember last week when you and I were on Sanguine Stream, Keeve, we learned that. Well, I don't know if you already knew. I'm saying I learned that um, that the KKK were also discriminatory and hateful to the Irish, to the Catholics. Um, so I wonder what they would have thought of Hitler. Then again, Hitler didn't. Hitler hated Jews more than he hated blacks, and it wasn't just Jews that were killed in the Holocaust either. Just like how the KKK didn't exclusively hate black people, they also hated. I don't know. It's just these people are Hitler and the KKK were said to be just like the Republicans and conservatives. So that's why I'm curious if that overlap. I mean, of course, they're just going to ignore it. They're going to say it's a hate back and pretend that there's no inconsistency or discrepancy is a better word or term. I'm just. I find that really odd. Thanks, Keith. They hated Catholics in a wave. They did. Oops. Oh, yeah. And yeah, Slavs, gypsies, homosexuals, etc. were also put into the camps. Gypsy is a slur. I think the second wave of the KKK. Actually, that makes more sense. That would make a lot more sense. Second wave of the KKK hated Catholics. They don't teach that in history, though. So as long as you know that they hated the Catholics, that's pretty much more than you'll ever learn in American history, I suppose. Is it? Gypsy's the name of a character in MST3K? Yeah, I've seen like a few people complain that gypsy's a slur. Um, it's ridiculous. Oh, Eskimo. They also say Eskimo is a slur. Gypsy and Eskimo. They have to say Inuits. Um, so there's a song called No Roots by Alan Merton. Um, one of the lyrics is, "Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night." um, oh my god, there was or just it, only one article that I found so far of. Someone tells CBC to stop playing the song. Gypsy is a slur. Yet CBC Radio 2 is slamming this word through the airwaves nonstop via Alison Merton's new single, New Roots. The word is a derogatory term for people of Roma descent. A recent Vice article outlines in detail anecdotes of the threats and violence that continue to besiege Roma people living into the United Kingdom. Still, it's often in North American culture to reference being free-spirited, spontaneous, bohemian, etc. This frustrating needs to stop. The lyrics "No Roots" are, "I like digging holes and hiding things inside them. When I grow old, when I grow." I don't know how the song goes. I'll have to. Plus, I suck at singing, so it's best if I don't sing. Though I do see that you posted more comments. Oh, you posted more comments. So of course they don't teach this in history. Yeah, of course not. The female robot. I can't remember what her function is. I'm thinking of a scene from Freedom Writers right now. The scene where the teacher finds a racist drawing by one of the students and she starts talking about Nazi Germany and the Jews. Where? This. Oh, sorry. Four minutes and 20 seconds, and she talks about Hitler. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And I get an ad because, of course, I do. Oh, she only mentioned the Jews. I can't screen share because this is, I'm gonna get copyright struck for it. Yeah. Yeah. I was watching a few seconds of it. I can't really. So back to the article. Sorry. um, The lyrics to No Roots are, I like digging holes and hiding things inside of them. When I grow old, I hope I won't forget them to find them, 'cause I got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. Gypsies do not dig holes to hide things inside. Perhaps they do travel in the night. More appropriately, the label gypsy has been used while targeting the Roma people for things like forced sterilization and Hitler's genocide. In this light, traveling like gypsies in the night takes a serious meaning beyond Merton's flippant hole digging. According to Wikipedia, Merton's ethnic background is German-Irish, no mention of Roma connection. And this is the kind of thing that white people get away with all the time, claiming ownership to things that aren't theirs. This appropriation, even when it's as casual as lyrics in the song, reinforces white centrality and white supremacy. I never heard white centrality before. The lyrics of No Roots aren't only the case of ignorance towards the Roma. Netflix Gypsy, a show about voyeur-centric white therapist cancelled after one season, also follows these missteps. There were multiple petitions online to change the show's name, because of course there were. Um, that was me who added because of course there were. Uh, this is willful ignorance at its best. You cannot tell us that there wasn't anyone on Netflix who knows that gypsy is rapidly turning into a slur. Turning into a slur? No, you guys made it that. You guys are saying gypsy is a slur. Is rapidly turning into a slur for the Romani people. Media website Bleeding Cool reports. The worst part is the series appears to be playing out the word gyp, or the idea to commit fraud or swindle someone. Well, yeah, that's what gyp means. That was slang back in the day. The word is in fact a long-standing slur, though perhaps it's only recently entering the public consciousness as such. Roma.cz, a news outlet based out of the Czech Republic, that publishes information about events in the Romani world, reported on this petition. Our people have suffered for an entire century. Actually, you haven't suffered those centuries, though, because of defamatory, misguided, and negative stereotypes connected to the term gypsy, one petition signer wrote, quoted as saying, that's what people believe the term gypsy represents. We have enslaved, forcibly sterilized, and murdered during the Holocaust, they continue. There is no excuse for using the term. Nota Bene, B-E-N-E is how it's spelled, when referring to the series about the sexual quirks of non-Romani women. The racism behind and persistent cultural ignorance around this word is well documented in news outlets ranging from mainstream The Guardian and Al Jazeera to activist B-word media and the European Roma Rights Center. Isabel Fonseca's Bury Me standing has made it onto required readings lists at the University of Winnipeg. There's no excuse to continue the casual use of the word gypsy. CBC should stop playing this song just like Netflix stopped producing that show. Netflix is run by a lot of left-wingers, so of course they would take it down. I'm hesitant to put this article in the chat because it's not secure. View site information. I'll just put the name of the title. And that's the name of the article. Alright, so it was 1:14 to 4:20 roughly. This is too quiet. Give me a second. There we go. Maybe we should talk about art. It's got real talent. I saw a picture just like this once in a museum. Only it wasn't a black man. It was a Jewish man. And instead of the big lips, he had a really big nose, like a rat's nose. But it wasn't just one particular Jewish man. This was a drawing of all Jews. And these drawings were put in newspapers by the most famous gang in history. Think you know all about gangs? You're amateurs. This gang had put you all to shame. And they started out poor and angry, and everybody looked down on them until one man decided to give them some pride, identity, and somebody to blame. Take over neighborhoods? That's nothing compared to them. Take over countries. Want to know how? They just wiped out everybody else. Yeah, they wiped out everybody they didn't like, and everybody they blamed for their. One of the ways they did it was by doing this. They print pictures like this in the newspapers. Jewish people with big, long noses. Blacks with big, fat lips. It also published scientific evidence that proved Jews and blacks were the lowest form of human species. Jews and blacks were more like animals, and because they were just like animals, it didn't really matter whether they lived or died. In fact, life would be a whole lot better if they were all dead. That's not me, YouTube. That's not me, Susan. That's me quoting the movie Freedom Writers. I'll even post the link in chat. That's not me. That's me quoting this woman. And I only quoted her because I can't play this stream on the. I can't play this clip on stream. I'm sure the Nazis did not make fun of blacks. Yeah, they killed them. Oh, I should also post this. Actually, nah, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people heard No Roots by now. Gypsies in the Night. Oh, looks like TikTok made it popular again. I probably shouldn't have highlighted that comment. Oh, I watched it alongside you saying the lines. That's funny, Keith. I shouldn't have highlighted it. Are you talking about Jesse Owens? Didn't a black athlete shake Hitler's hand? Yeah, I think that was Jesse Owens. I don't know if that was him. The students in that movie read in the diary. Watching the whole video, really. One of the Latina girls that goes off about white people only mentioning white cops, and the white boy hilariously gets scared. The ending pushes white privilege too. This movie sounds like it sucks. How was it released at the time it was? I don't know. Raise your hand if you know what the Holocaust is. Nobody raises their hand except the white boy. I kind of want to watch this movie just so I can give my opinions on what sucked, what was accurate. I don't know. What was inaccurate, I should say. So, I'm pretty sure that both Parody Bear and Keeve heard No Roots. Right? The song that has 200 million views. It would only make sense that you did. Like a TEDx, I can't. It's fair use YouTube. I'm critiquing it, and that falls under fair use. You have a link to the movie? Come again? How do you have a link to it? So really that's all I have for tonight is Hunter Avallone and Fair and Balanced and Gen Z Patriot. And then we got into like a side tangent of the song No Roots. The article talking about how gypsies is offensive. I might do one on Eskimo being a slur later if I can find an article on that. A website. No problem, Keith. Oh, that reminds me. I recently came across a video that said, "No, no worries." Is how do they phrase it? Um, why no problem? Why no problem can seem rude. Phatic expressions. Yeah. I didn't even know that I'd read that entire article. I didn't expect it to be short either. Because I read 2 paragraphs and I thought, nope, I'm done. I don't want to read anymore. This and I just continued because I'm a masochist. So, thanks everyone for watching. I'd love to continue streaming more. It's just I already missed the first half hour of Minions. Thanks to everyone who watched. Zao Blue, Keeper Dan, Johnny Hellcat, and now Parody Bear. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.